everybody, it's Mitch with Dayton Mobile DJ. Today I'm doing something a little different. I don't know if you guys got to see my gig log from a couple weeks ago, but at Mariah's Sweet 16 birthday party, I had some trouble with my computer. It actually froze at one point. I was able to make up with it with my phone, which I always keep as a backup. I have a lot of my hit songs loaded on my phone just in case this was to happen, because it has happened in the past as well. I actually have not changed computers in probably the last 6 years. I've been using the same laptop computer for the past 6 years. I do have a backup laptop that's in my truck at all times. Well, after the computer froze, I got it to reload and all the WAV files were lagging, so I wasn't able to mix the way I mix. I know it's not the way some of you other guys mix, but I wasn't able to mix as well as I wanted to, so I got a little nervous. When I got home, I worked on the computer a little bit. I got everything cleaned up. I got a lot of my double songs deleted. I got a lot of songs loaded over to my external hard drive. That way I can clear up my computer and speed it up a little bit. The next event that I did, which was a wedding, which you guys should have seen in another gig log that I just posted, I was able to make it through that event. I still had just a little bit of lagging here and there, but it was nothing like it was at the birthday party. I had my backup laptop with me at that wedding just in case, but I was able to make it through successfully, and I didn't have any problems. Everybody was very happy. We kept the music going the whole night. So, since I have a couple weeks off, we're going out to Mobile Beat, and I don't have any events this weekend, so I got a couple weeks to get some stuff put together. It's Sunday now. I'm going to get this stuff switched around. This controller right here is actually the mixer that you guys have been seeing me work with over the past few years that I've been posting gig logs. This right here is what I'm switching to. I've had this in my trailer for a while. I've played around with it a little bit. I've never gotten to where I'm really comfortable with it to take it out to events. So now I'm going to start working on that. I just got this case from Proline Cases. This is a case that is specific for the mixer that I have. I have a Numark Mixdeck quad controller. That's what we're going to be putting in this case today. I'm going to walk you guys through me getting everything set up. We're going to put the wireless microphone in there. I'm going to get you guys a whole look through of how I'm going to set up my entire case over here. I'm also going to walk you guys through what I have in here. This is just a hodgepodge of stuff that I've had throughout the years. This case over here is actually the case that I've been using for probably the past 10 years. It's changed out quite a few different things. There's a lot of mix of stuff in there. There's some stuff in the box that I just don't even use anymore. I just left it there to make it look more intense, I guess. Make it look more intense to people that come over and look at it, so they don't think, oh, well, I could do that. But anyways, I'm going to walk you guys through everything that I have in the case and just show you what I've been using. It is not just a 4-channel mixer, it is actually a MIDI controller, so I'm going to show you guys what I have over there. This case right here is going to turn into my ceremony case. So this is the case that I'll be taking out to any ceremony setups that I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to simplify a little bit. I'm going to clean it up a little bit, get rid of some of the stuff that I'm not using, and just kind of wash it up and make it look better than it looks. Because it is beaten, it has been taken many places, and I'm just going to walk you guys through what I got. Alright guys, like I was saying, I have an American Audio MIDI controller that I use. It is a 19-inch rack mountable mixer. It's got 4 channels. You can actually dedicate any channel you want to USB. You can control it with a MIDI USB controller that plugs right into your laptop. It's actually a really great controller. It's down below it. We actually have the controller for the dual CD player that I used to use. This dual CD player is probably about 8 years old, and we actually have the bottom half taken out because that's where the microphones go. But I do still have this dual CD player, and I would take it out to like a cheerleading competition or something like that if I was ever doing that type of event. But I don't have it built into my controller anymore because we upgraded to wireless microphones, and we use the Pile PDWM 4300. It had 4 different wireless microphones, 2 handhelds and 2 lapel microphones. It pooped out on me, so we upgraded to the Shure GLX-D series. It's a great microphone. It's actually one of the top of the line Shure microphones that you can get at Guitar Center. I really enjoy it. But the Pile microphones I don't recommend to anybody. We don't use those anymore. They actually turned into toys for my kids. So let's walk around to the side. This was one of our first wireless microphones that we ever had. Digital reference is that it's attached by screws. That is the only reason that I have not removed it, so it's still on there. Again, one of the first wireless microphones I ever had. It worked great, but it was one of the cheaper ones, so I don't recommend it to anybody. I definitely upgrade to a Shure microphone. That's what I would suggest. This right here is my previous lighting controller. It's a 16 channel lighting controller. It's basically just runs into plugs. So you run the box up to your lighting T-bar, and you can plug in your lights 1 through 16, however you want to do it. And you can control them by just pushing the buttons, or you can turn on the strobe effects. You can change the speed. You can hook it up to the sound system, which I actually have it hooked up from the audio spot right here, plugged into the mixer, and it will blink with the sound, which it was actually a really great controller. But now that I'm using LED lights, it doesn't work. I need to upgrade to the DMX lighting, which is something that I'll be doing here in the future. Hopefully I'll be able to build that into my new case. Let's take a look around the back of this. As you can see, just a mess of wires. Nothing really to talk about here. I do have everything pre-wired. It comes out the side right here, and all the cables are right there. There's a 6-way built in, and then all the wires. We also do live music, so there's actually a 1/4-inch wire over here on the left so that I can plug into the guitarist. I also have an extra cable, which you see dangling right there, for a phone. So I can plug in my phone really quick and get that taken care of. And then as you saw on top here, these are the microphones that I use. I do use one wired mic that I use for myself. The cordless mic is for toast, or if I need to go out on the dance floor to make any announcements. They are sitting on top of the laptop stand. Previously, before I used powered speakers, I would have a box over on the left-hand side that had all my amps in it, and my laptop was set up on the side. Once I got rid of all that, I needed to come up with another solution. This laptop stand here worked perfectly. I bought it off of Amazon. This is the perfect starter kit for anybody, minus all the extra stuff that I've just left in over the years. But if you guys want to, you can head down. I'll put a link for the case and everything that we have in it. On to the next one. Alright everybody, as I said, we have the Numark Mixdeck Quad. This is what we're upgrading to. The case is just down below it, and it's specifically made for this controller. This controller is great. It actually plays CDs. You can actually use a USB port. It's got 2 USB ports where you can plug in a thumb drive, and you can control everything from the screens and from the flash drive. So you don't have to use anything but this with a flash drive plugged into it. Let's walk around back. On the back, the auxiliary 3 is for your iPod. It actually comes with an adapter for the iPod where you can control everything with a program called DJ. I don't think I'll be doing that because I don't use Apple products. I'm more of an Android guy. Then we have our XLR, which was very important to me when I was looking for a controller, the XLR ALS. That's what I like to run through. Then we got the master, the booth, and the record. So I'll be able to help out videographers. I can run my subs off the booth, or I can also run my own monitor off the booth if I prefer not to use headphones that day. We have our auxiliary in, where we can plug in a laptop or cell phone or anything just directly in so that we can have sound. We also have our decks out so that we can run our decks out to their own separate controllers, and you could just use the decks as their own thing. Then we have our MIDI USB port and our power adapter. So that's what we're going to be using. We're going to be using the MIDI USB port with Virtual DJ 8. That's what we're going to be running our software with. So let's get the case opened up, and then we'll get everything set up. Alright everybody, sorry about the lighting change. We had to leave and come back. Now it's nighttime outside, but I got everything set up completely when I got back. So it is all completely done. The Numark Mixdeck Quad controller. We got our wireless microphone actually mounted right up here. I really wanted it to go under here, but there's not enough space, so we're just going to leave that space open for now. That's where we hit all of our wires and everything. We got everything tucked back in the back, real nice and neat, as you can see. Got all the wires figured out. This wire goes to the controller, this wire goes to the hard drive, the external hard drive. We got our power, and I also have a cable over here if I need to plug in an iPad or a cell phone or anything that I need as a backup. This is the new computer that I'm going to be using. It's got a terabyte hard drive in it, and I just feel like it's going to hold up a whole lot better. We've been using this as a photo booth laptop because the sound card inside this computer actually burned up because the controller has its own sound card in it. I don't have to worry about that. but the sound card in that does not work. We've been using it as a photo booth, so now we have to replace the photo booth computer. But this will make me feel a whole lot better about everything not crashing and stuff like that, and I'll still have my other laptop as a backup all the time. I got the headphones hooked up. I've been playing with it for a little while before I filmed this wrap-up video right here, but I have it hooked up to this small 10-inch power acoustic speaker that I have, so I've just been kind of using it as a monitor and playing around with it. But I got everything set up. The only thing that I didn't figure out is how I want to charge my phone. I think I'm going to run a cable out underneath here, directly back to the 6-way. That way I could just tuck my phone there whenever I need to charge it and get it out of the way. Alright guys, well that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't already, click subscribe down below. I'd love to have you guys keep up with how my business is growing and keep giving me comments and feedback about what I need to change and what you guys like. I really do appreciate all the comments that you guys have been leaving here on my videos. Big change though, going over to this guy. This is going to be a big change for me. It's going to change things up a whole lot. Hopefully it makes things a whole lot easier. This guy has been a trooper though. Big trooper. I don't know what to say about it, but it is going to turn into my ceremony system, and I think that'll work out just perfectly. I love that this thing has 2 microphone inputs. That's what I was worried about the most, switching over to a controller. I was really happy that I found one that could do that for me. So, if you guys like this video, click like down below. Once again, if you guys want to keep up with how my business is growing, click subscribe. If you want to keep updated with whenever I post a new video, click the bell, and that'll keep you guys up to date with everything that's going on in my life. Hope you guys enjoy this video. I will see you on the next one.